Hey guys, and welcome to part 2 of our zombie game. That's gonna be so awesome. Okay, so I have our textures, and they're not the best, but they're gonna work because I have no idea what you guys are gonna be running this on. Also, yeah, that means I'm gonna be putting a download link. I don't know on this video, but probably on the next one when we actually start putting it in the engine. So whenever we start putting it in the engine, I'll be putting an APK file down below in the description so you could download it and tell me, hey, this run fine, or hey, I have a slow FPS, or But if you do that, guys, please tell me what phones you are using. Uh, like how much RAM, or just tell me like I'm running this on this phone or I'm running it on that phone. I'm running it on a a G4 or a Asus Zenfone or whatever phone. Just tell me what it is so I know the specs and how to improve it. At this point, we're going to be running at low medium. So right now, all these textures are 256 by 256. Some are smaller, 128 by 128, or 512 512 minimum size. The guns, though, are going to be, I think, running at 512 by 512, or a little bit larger, with some, what do you call it? Some poly counts running on them, and I think the zombies are also running at 512. So the largest texture map we're actually going to be running in this game is 512. Again, it's going to be standing still and shooting at zombies. So while I would like to run 1024 by 1024 maps, because I think we can even do it on lower end devices, this is going to be pretty much it. Also, this means that I can run normal maps, which is what we're going to actually be looking at hopefully in this episode too, because I'm going to be looking up shader map. Hold on one second. Okay, so this is shader map, but I'm also going to be looking at a free 3D program that I also use that is, I wouldn't say professional, but is pretty awesome for a free program that allows you to do normal maps. I think you can also edit them. I haven't used it in a little while. I haven't used some of these programs in a while because I've been like super busy with work and school and everything else. Um, but I think you can also use GIMP. Oh, the 3D map program. So real quick on this one, I'm just gonna drop in a texture that I think we're gonna probably use. So it's a wall texture. Boom. So here's a wall texture, and actually that's more of a concrete texture. It should work though. This is gonna be kind of an office building. Oh no, I'll do this one. No, I have to. Okay, so we need to drop in one. Oops, get update, no. One second. Okay, so all I have to do is hit this new project. You want to save? No. Like I said, guys, we've been dealing with other programs other than Blender, other than the actual 3D engine. So we're going to be dealing with full set like programs. Okay, so I want to deal with the 2D plane. So there is a 2D plane. And as you guys can see, we have some normal mapping going on. But since this texture that I have, where'd it go? Right here. Is 120 by 128, so that means it's really tiny. It doesn't take up too much space actually. 17 kilobytes. That's really tiny. But the normal mapping doesn't look so awesome. And even when we put on parallax, that means we like super bump everything out. Um, it it still doesn't look so awesome. Okay. Okay, so I need to reset that to 1, actually, 1 by 1. Boom. So I'm actually going to, that's actually pretty nice, but I'm actually just going to reset this default. So it's the default normal map, so it's not going to look, super. And I actually want to, I don't want the spec intensity to be there. The shininess will go down. Reflection mapping. I don't actually want a reflection map because this is not metal. If this was a sheet of metal, like metal, oh, hold on a second, like metal trim, I have some metal over here. If it was like this is tile roofing, and I say, hey, that's aluminum, or if I want it to be like this metal, to where it's like sheet metal, or I could have even gone for concrete, or like this, I want a reflection map, but this is not. So no reflection map on that. Reflection intensity, nope. Reflect hard light. Back intensity. Shininess. So I don't exactly want it intensity. I just want it to look like it's bumped out. So all we're gonna do is say hit all. That's gonna export everything over to our file over here. So these four over here are now all those files. So they're right next to this one, which means we're good. So we're going to actually deal with that. Don't think of that as the full tutorial, guys. I'm going to go over that a little bit later in more detail, the importation, what exactly everything means. Also, I have a video, which I'll probably link somewhere, that details a lot of this stuff. So right now we're going to X off everything, and we're just going to leave it here. So what I'm going to do, since I already have one of the walls, I'm going to just select it. So I right-clicked on it, and once. Alright guys, I had to get the OSD hotkey so you guys could see what I'm typing, so you guys know what I'm doing. So what we're going to be doing is texturing. So I tab, I select. Now I actually want to use face select mode so that I can select the faces that I want to use. And since I actually want these all to look pretty much the same, since the walls, and that one too, we're going to go into side view. That's side view. We're going to look at front view. What we're also going to do is click right, hit split screen. We're going to hit UV map editor, hit open, and what we're going to do is I'm going to copy that and paste it here. Move that over there. Alright, so what I actually want to do is, I'm going to move this over here so you guys want to see, so you guys see what I'm doing. I'm actually going to be copying the name that's the said wall. Nice, so it's this one. Rename. I'm not going to rename it. I'm just going to copy it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to here. And I'm pasting it. Boom. Image. Okay, we're going to need... Okay... So what format is this? Properties. It's a bitmap. Okay, so we're gonna go rename. We're gonna copy that. Paste that. Go .bmp. Open image. It's still not showing. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Copy that. Paste that. And we're going to paste the name and go search for it. We have to go the old-fashioned way. Rename. Copy. Paste. Okay, so we were looking for a PKF. PKF wall. In wall. There we go. BMP. Open. There we go. There it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit select. We're going to select bounds. And we're going to select SX4. So that tells it to go sideways. But at this point, I'm going to go texture mode. So I see how it looks inside. So I know it looks, realistic. Okay, it looks like we forgot to select that one too. Okay, so boom. Oh, we're going to bounding box. There you go. textured. Gonna hit front view. Gonna do that again, side by 3. Set that one to there. Okay, now we're good. Looks like we can extend these a bit. So go back to the bounding box, select these, select all your walls, and I'm going to go back to textured mode now. Alright. There we go. Now it looks more like office-like. Well, not office. But these textures will work, and now that we have them set, we can implement another texture in, and it will just replace it in like pretty much the same. What we want to do now is put a door texture on that one, but I want to put a floor texture on there. So let's look for a floor texture. What we can just do is type floor and see which one is going to work. But I'm pretty much going to go with this one right here because it is a wood-based texture, and I don't exactly have any other texture that's going to kind of fit it. So we're going to go open. We're going to go to our histories of stuff that we looked at. PK, that would be wood. Wood floor. Open image. There we go. And then we need to select all of them. Box. And unselect everything. So we're just going to select that, hit shift, and right click those. And now we're going to hit top view. And we're going to do it by bounce, and then we're going to probably do it by 5. Textured. There we go. All I need to do is select that one and select it there. And there we go. Now it's set. That one, I can do wood on that one too. There. I just go to top view. We're going to set it by bounds. We're going to set it by, oops. We went into scene 5. There. And I need to size this up by 5. Way too big. Actually, that fits. Alright. So that works. Now we need a roof. Right click, shift, right click, shift. So you right click on something and then you hold shift and right click the rest of them so that it will basically append those or attach those to whatever you're doing. Not really attach, but it'll say, oh, you want that one too. So I also want a ceiling. Let's see, a plain texture will actually work at this time too. So we could use this wall texture as a ceiling texture, as long as it doesn't have too crazy of a texture thing going on. So I'll probably use that one. Rename, copy. And then what we're going to do is, boom. Okay, so PKF in wall. Yeah. In wall to be. There we go. Select that one. Whoops. That one's the wrong one. Almost. Did I select the right name? Yes. There we go. Now what we want to do is hit texture. And select that. And what I want to do is hit side, or SX5. Okay, I need to hit top view again because this middle one, because it's dressed differently, it's going to do it differently. So I need to unwrap everything. S5, SX5, boom. There we go. So it doesn't look exactly like a ceiling texture, but it's going to work for now until I find a different set of textures. And these textures you can actually access now, and there should be a whole archive of them. I'll put them in the description link below. So we're going to need a door. And I'll go with your standard classic wood door. So go door. Yeah, wood. Office wood door. So this one will do. Rename. Copy. Minimize that. Go open. And select the textures. Okay, PKF. Door. 2A. There we go. Boom. So there's a door, but what we need to do is go side. There we go. Now we've got our door set. I actually need to set it, and you can go here. Let's see. Go in the UV calculation, face texture, to side. There we go. Now it's seen on both sides. Now we need to do is work on this elevator. So that piece, these pieces are going to be basically painted concrete. Or I'll just basically use the same texture since they're part of the wall. And we can hit front view. Let's see. We'll do side view. And then we're going to unwrap from bounds. Boom. There we go. And yeah, we need to actually fix these. Let's see. There we go. We're gonna hit front view so we can see the sides. Unwrap. Bounds. There we go. I'm going to size these up by 2. No, we need to shrink them. There we go. Okay, so we need to do that again because I messed up a bit. Unwrap, bounds, shrink it. S minus. That doesn't work, so we actually have to hand shrink it. And we're going to make sure they reach a point. There we go. That's all good. Rest of the elevator. It's going to be metal. So I'm just going to select the whole thing and look for a really decent metal texture. And then add from there, some customization to it. So there's a light we can use. I can use this roof as actually just a plain metal texture. And then what I can do from there is show you guys how we do metal reflection mapping inside of shader map. Open. I'm going to paste that so it's PKF roof 2A. Roof 2A. Open. Boom. Done. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to side and unwrap bounds. So there it is. Actually, I need to go side to side instead of doing this whole thing. So go to side. Going to go to bounding box. I'm going to select these side. Unwrap bounds. and then go to front view, just like that. Unwrap bounds, textured, boom. Now the roof of this gonna be top down. Oops, just like that. Unwrap bound, and then we need to go top view again. Unwrap bounds. There we go. There's the texture. Now, normally we wouldn't actually just use this texture, but it does work. And we're gonna use that for now. And okay, so seems one of our textures messed up again. Very easy to fix. Just add two side, and there we go. Now for an elevator door, we're just going to use a standard door texture, but I'm going to see if I can find one with brushed metal on it. That's the trash can. Or we could just use a standard door, metal door, and then edit it later. So that one will do. It would be nice if we had a nicer one, but these will do. Go to rename PKF door 3B. Open. PKF door 3B. There we go, 3B. Open. We're going to select the door. Go to front view. Actually, side view. We want to unwrap bounds. No, not on that door, so we have to select our original door. And then we want to edit the texture, so I'm going to go to, I think, yeah, we can flip these UVs. Mirror X. There we go. And then we're gonna go unwrap, bounds, boom, that one's fine. So there we go. We have our scene. Again, we have to edit this part. I'm literally just gonna clone this part and put those doors over here, and just leave them like edit them to where they're broken, or just do a wood door. But this, we're now going to save this, so I'm going to hit file. I'm going to go to external pack data, so in case I move this and I don't move the textures will move with the file. In case I move it to a laptop or something like that, and move it and edit there. So at this point, video is kind of long, so I'm going to cut it here, but go straight into the next one. So after this upload, you should see another upload with me putting all this into the engine. And then from there, we're going to go, we're literally just going to go from the engine and then import, and then take all the textures that we used here and add normal maps to them so they look better, or so and so, or so on and so forth. And then start working on the first person character. Even though you can't move, you only, I'm literally just going to keep it to where you can move only left and right, so you can just rotate. You can shoot the zombies. So we're going to work on FPS setup there. But you just stand still, the zombies coming to you, them attacking you, and then you shooting them, ammo pickups, specialty pickups, and all that stuff. So it'll be the first level, and should be not this video, not the next video, but probably 2 videos ahead of this one. There's going to be a APK file with a simple menu. So we're going to have a menu, level selection, so it's going to be level 1. And then you click on that, and then you actually have the game. Probably a little pre-story, you know, you're trying to get out of the scene, out of the area, and you shoot zombies, and it's going to have a high score setting. So for level 1, you have this score setting. You can always change it by replaying the game. So it's always going to state that game played. And then we're going to do the level 2, 3, 4, and then probably a city map. So we're going to have a little story to where you can select missions that you want to do. So I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, hit the like button and subscribe button only if you want to, guys. But it would be really awesome if you did that, and it would mean that a lot of people really like this stuff. And if you want to like have a specific type of video, just comment down below if you want a specific tutorial. I've already gotten a couple requests, so I'll be working on that too. So until next time, guys, I will see you all later, and keep having fun making your games. Bye.